I'm about to lose my brain stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coon. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Amadeus.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Amadeus.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Amadeus.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Amadeus.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. I see a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets. We only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets. We only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' be. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you son. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine, you son. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen YSL show. I'm your host, Queen YSL, and this is the morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you have not done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right. Don't forget to get those likes up. Y'all know they have the Queen Shadow Band. Pay attention. Okay, so let's see who's in here. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._Ashakur, TikTok at Dr. Ashakur, Twitter, DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. You can exit stage left. All right, hello, Christine, December, Silent D in the house, Terry Hidden, Wavy Though, Courtney J. All right, the Indentured Rebel, Buckhorse DC, Alex is here, Nessie X, Sandra, Desmond, Obsidian Blaze, Aboriginal Woman. All right, so alaikum salam to you, Danielle. Pennywise is in the house. Let's get into it. Rafael is here. RG Titan, Dragon, Lily. All right, let me see who else was in here. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. Eva is here. Claudette. We the People, 504 NOLA. Nessa G is here. All right, Courtney J. Okay, so shout out to everyone in chat. Everyone tuned into the Queen. Let's get ready to get it started. All right, Sister Moon is here. December, Christine. Jay Parrish in the house. Okay, Timber Dan, I see you, beloved. All right, so you all see I'm late again. One of these days, I'm going to actually be on time. Pay attention. I try to do the best I can do. It's just a little old me. I can't afford to have a team, people. All right, and assistants and all that. So I have to do everything myself. All right, so let's get started. Let's get this party started, honey. All right. Tange is in the house. Byron Cook. Okay. Virgo Flower. All Hell Nah is here. Okay. Where do I want to start? Because it's all nefarious. Hey, Trues, No TV. Eduardo in the house. Okay. So let's talk about Nigel Lythgoe. The man that Paula Abdul says S assaulted her. Well, he has more lawsuits. So let's talk about it. Maybe Paula was telling the truth after all. But I still have the same questions. Why did she go back over there? So now let's talk about it, because here's what they're saying. Nigel Lythgoe hit with second sexual assault case in less than a week, but it may not have much legal punch. Less than a week after Paula Abdul accused Nigel Lythgoe of sexually assaulting her twice over the past 20 years, the So You Think You Can Dance co-creator has been hit with another suit from two other women. However, unlike the action by the former American Idol judge, this latest blow against Lythgoe may not pack too much of a legal punch. Jane Doe KG and Jane Doe KN have filed these assault and battery and sexual harassment negligent civil suits against John Roe Nigel Lythgoe over an alleged attack in May of 2003. While not fully named, Deadline has confirmed the John Roe, I guess the NL is standing for Nigel Lythgoe, is Lythgoe. who was a producer on an all-female competition show called All American Girl. Okay, the AAG of Tuesday's suit. They say this was during its single season that ran on ABC. Now, the incidents in the jury trial seeking complaint by the self-described All-American Girl contestants took place after the show's finale party, when Lythgoe allegedly drove the duo to an LA home instead of a promised studio to meet up with others. Once the trio got there, the complainants claims that things got ugly. Now, here's the complaint. I'll pull that up in a second. They say defendant NL. I don't know why they're naming him as NL rather than saying his whole name in the complaint. But anyway, it says he made sexual advances on plaintiff KG and KN, and plaintiffs rejected the advances, but defendant NL persisted and continued making advances. Okay, now this is what it says in the Los Angeles Superior Court filing from lawyers LA's Harrius Sanguinetti, Wang, and team. They said at one point, defendant NL lifted his sweater over plaintiff KG's head and engulfed her in his sweater, attempting to kiss her and pushing her body close to his. Now, plaintiff KG again rejected the kiss and scrambled to release herself from his grasp. Later that night, defendant NL pinned plaintiff KN against a grand piano in the house, pushed himself up against her body, and forced his mouth and tongue onto hers, despite her numerous statements telling him not to, and attempts to pull her face away from his. This is what the 14-page document adds. Now, when plaintiff KG saw this and protested, defendant NL finally surrendered. The complaint asked for a wide variety of damages. In the context of Abdul's detailed lawsuit of December 29th against Lythgoe of alleged assaults in Idol's early seasons, and in 2015, while the Grammy winner was on So You Think You Can Dance. The similar claims from or by Jane Doe appear to have some heft. This is all nefarious. Hold on. Now let me pull up this complaint. It's all crazy. So what do y'all think? I'm talking about these complaints are coming up out of the woodwork. Halle Berry said, no, don't kiss me. Hold on. Epstein list has been delayed until January 22nd from News Nation 6 minutes ago. Isn't that something, Rafael? Thank you for letting me know, beloved, because I was up early looking for it. Thank you. And let me tell you something. There's a bunch of TikTokers who have all kinds of lists, and the lists don't even look the same. They got all these different lists talking about this is the list. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if those lists have the actual names that are going to be on the official list or not. But what I won't be doing is showing those lists. Okay? Because I don't know if they're official and authentic. And if they are not, then somebody can sue your arse for putting that list out there with their name on it, saying they was on there if they weren't. Please pay attention. Now, of course, just from my calculations, the names that I did see on the list that they have on TikTok do seem to me that they would be on the list. I'm just saying. So it's all nefarious. It is all nefarious. They want to delay the list. See, they're just playing with us. I told you all that's what they were doing. Just playing with us. Okay? But speaking of the list, well, Jimmy Kimmel is talking about suing Aaron Rodgers for insinuating that his name is on that list. Okay? Wait, don't say, don't Tasha K the queen. I know that's right, honey, because I don't have all them coins, honey. I don't have $1 million to give them, let alone 4. Pay attention. Hallie said, Queen, they said there's only 100. Oh, really? Isn't that interesting? Because just a week or so ago, didn't they tell us it was almost 200, like 180? So now they're down to 100. See, that's why they're taking so long. They're taking some of those names off just like we knew they would, okay? Amazing Grace said, you look so lovely, Queen. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Now, so with that all being said, I wonder how many names or whose names they're taking off that list. This is all crazy. But let me continue. Let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel, because Jimmy Kimmel is not having it. Okay? He is not having it. Jimmy Kimmel threatens to sue Aaron Rodgers over Epstein client list taunts. So let's go to the audio. I'm going to play the audio of the man implying that Jimmy's name is on the list. I don't know if he just doesn't like Jimmy Kimmel and that's why he said it, or maybe he was just trying to have fun. I don't know. But Jimmy's not going for it. Pay attention. Like, sub, everyone, please like and share. Hold on, don't tell me. Oh, here it is. I was about to say, don't tell me I didn't upload it. Okay.
And then bring up 57 and 56.
This has something to do with the Epstein list that came out.
Feels like
That's supposed to be coming out soon.
Look, this guy's been waiting in his wine cellar.
Yeah.
I've been waiting in my wine cellar for this thing.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right. Obviously, a clip from this particular program was run on Jimmy Kimmel's show whenever Aaron brought up the list, and then Jimmy mocked him for it. Mm-hmm. Aaron has not forgotten about that, but here we are sitting right in front of that nice bottle of scotch. Mm-hmm. What do you say? I'm waiting to celebrate something.
Oh, yeah.
He's been waiting.
That's the one.
You've been waiting.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if that list comes out, I definitely will be popping some sort of bottle.
Hey, you've been calling for it for a few years now. Anyone else notice this? Oh.
My God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They've known. They've
known
known for years.
Like I'm.
All right, enough of them. And so I will say this much. I don't know whether or not Jimmy's name is going to be on that official list, but the list that they all have on TikTok does have his name on there. And here's the thing. Some of them posted lists from like yesterday saying that the list was leaked all over Twitter. I want you all to pay attention. Do you all think they would leak the list? Then we had this one guy on there, and he was my skin tone. Please pay attention. He was on there talking about that Donald Trump, the reason that a lot of these celebrities are saying that they're going to move to a different country if Trump wins the presidency is because the fact is they know that Trump's going to go after people on the list. What? Trump's going to go after people on the list? Honey, Trump's probably on the list himself. Alleged. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, where do these people get this crazy stuff from? They really be believing themselves too. They say this is all nefarious. Talking about Trump's going to get everybody who's on that list, so that's why they're leaving. Yeah, okay, please. What makes them think Trump's not on the list? That's all I'm asking. They already told us Bill Clinton is going to be listed as John Doe number 36. They've already thrown him under the bus, and we shouldn't be surprised because I showed you all that painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress with red pumps. That was at Jeffrey Epstein's house, allegedly. Delmonte Green Beans, get out of my chat. I haven't seen you in forever. H-Town to Cali, you too. Scragglers, where'd y'all even come from? Y'all know I'm joking. Okay, so now, here's what Kimmel says. Jimmy Kimmel has threatened to sue Aaron Rodgers after the NFL star implied he could be named on the list of convicted sex offenders, Jeffrey Epstein's client list. Kimmel denied any contact whatsoever with the disgraced financier in a statement posted to X, aka Twitter, while condemning Rodgers' reckless words on the Pat McAfee show on ESPN. Now, on Tuesday, January the 2nd, on that episode of the sports talk show, American National Football League NFL player Rodgers implied Kimmel could be named on the list of Epstein's associates, which is due to be released as early as next week. The list of 170 names will be made public after a New York judge ordered that secret court documents connected to Epstein's victim, Virginia Giuffre's now settled defamation claim against Ghislaine Maxwell, be unsealed. Now, discussing the Epstein client list with sports analyst Pat McAfee on his eponymous talk show, they said there is a lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, you all heard me say it, who might be on the list. Honey, he needs to sit down somewhere. He might be on there for all he knows. He might even be on there. Who knows? I just have questions. So anyway, did I show you all the lawsuit? I don't even think I shared my screen. I forgot to show you all the lawsuit for Nigel. Let me show you all that real quick. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. All right, there it is right there. Superior Court of the State of California for the County of Los Angeles, Jane Doe KG and Jane Doe KI. Plaintiff John Roe NL, an individual, Roe Production Company, a New York corporation, and Rose 1 through 100 inclusive. And the complaints for damages are negligence, sexual assault and battery, sexual harassment, gender violence, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Well, it looks just like the one that Paula came up with. All right, it looks like the same one, and it's like 14 pages supposedly. So there you have it. The lawsuits continue to fly, beloveds. They just continue to fly. Okay, so don't be shocked at whoever comes up next. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's talk about Oprah. Because I don't know how, when I was going in on Oprah the other day and telling y'all about all the lies and all that she's been telling, okay? And I forgot to tell you all about how there's one time she was in an interview. Now, I heard this with my own ears, where she was talking about she once wanted to be white or something like that. And then another time when she was talking about when she was in college, you know, back when she was in college, which would likely have been in the 60s, I do believe, there was a lot of these, the late 60s, but there was a lot of these Black students who were into the, you know, the pro-Blackness, shall I say, like militant, you know, like the Black Panther Party and all of that was out at the time. And so basically, she was just talking about she didn't get into that. Well, Oprah, we know you didn't, boo. You don't have to tell us. We know you're not a revolutionary. That's what we know. Okay, Fed Up said Oprah is stale. Well, I agree. I absolutely agree. Claudette said I cannot with Oprah. Okay, Terry Henn said Oprah the gatekeeper. All right, allegedly. So anyway, with that all been said, what I forgot to tell you all about that, and I also forgot to tell you all, now those of you who are my day ones, you already know when I did a whole expose on her back in 2020, I did tell you all this about that man by the name of John of God. Y'all remember him and how low down and dirty and nefarious she did poor little old Tony Braxton? I think she was hating on Tony, if you're asking me. That's just my opinion. But Oprah has been known to hang out with nefarious people. Right? Like Harvey Weinstein and John of God, the Brazilian so-called spiritual leader who was sent to prison for nefariousness. So let's talk about that, shall we? Look at her. Now, she's hanging out with the likes of those two, right? And I do believe friendly with Epstein as well. But she's hanging out with the likes of those two, David Geffen, and I do believe, as I said, Jeffrey Epstein. But she had the nerve to sit up there and let those two ragamuffins, those thugs, those liars, get on her platform and talk greasy about Michael. Now, I wonder why she was talking so greasy about poor little Michael, letting him come on there. They previously had testified, as I told you, that Michael didn't do anything. And so then after Michael's passed and can't stand here to defend himself, they want to come back and say that he did do something to them. Just telling lies. So here's the thing. If you really listen to what they said, you could tell that they were lying. You could tell they were lying, okay? Specifically, one place where one of them claimed, I think it was Safe Chuck, whatever his name is, I believe it was him, said something about one of the trains on Michael Jackson's property or something like that, and in a wine room or something. But that place wasn't even built, I don't think, at that time, is what they said later. Not them, but what was said later. Okay, so just pay attention. And I want to show you how this might be why Oprah, you know, has a problem with Michael. Please pay attention.
I was singing, wait. Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before, you know what? I mean, all the things ever printed in the tabloid, the only thing's ever been true is when they said I couldn't dance. When we were here the last time shooting the commercial, you were like in between shots, running off, conceiving the dance, choreographing the dance. You were up all night dancing.
Every day, and she didn't leave.
Sorry, excuse me, Oprah. Say what now? Girl, don't you know to hush when the king of pop is singing? What's she thinking? Michael sounded good, acapella, honey. She needs to have several seats. Michael wasn't even thinking about her. He completely ignored her. That's the end of the day. Dorada said, freestyle, anyone? Michael just played her all the way to the left. Is that why she's pressed? I have questions. Okay, I love it. That was hilarious to me, honey. All right. Michael acted like she wasn't even sitting there. But hold on. Let's talk about how she did poor little Toni Braxton. Okay? With her little hating self.
Appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show in March of '98.
Please welcome Toni Braxton.
She was so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me.
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it. What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big. This big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
Let me tell you something, honey. I would have gone in on her as soon as the stage closed. As soon as everybody got off that stage, I would have gone in on Oprah, okay? What does she think she is? Now, see, she set her up, okay, in my opinion. She had Toni thinking she's going to let her come on there and tell her side of the story, why she had to file bankruptcy, why she didn't have any money. But you see, when you think about it, a lot of these artists, specifically, Evelyn said, Queen, I love your laughter. Thank you, beloved. So a lot of these artists back then and even now, but specifically back then, they had people that were giving them shady deals. We've all heard about those 360 deals. We've heard about how they got cheated out of their money. I mean, let's not forget, TLC was broke also. Sold millions of records and they had like $50,000 a piece. So at the end of the day, Oprah's just a low down for that. Okay, that really ticks me off. Okay, she just have several seats. Then she's going to sit there and reprimand her about her silverware. Girl, she could buy whatever silverware she wants. If they'd have given her all of her coins, she wouldn't have had to file a bankruptcy. But hold up. Because wait, there's more. Women accuse Brazilian spiritual healer once featured on Oprah of sexual abuse. Joy Teixeira, or João Teixeira de Farias' website says that he has treated former U.S. President Bill Clinton and Brazil's ex-president Luiz Inácio da Silva. So with that all been said, his name's probably on Epstein's list too. Please pay attention. All right. 10 women in Brazil have accused a self-styled spiritual healer of sexually abusing them at a clinic in the central western state of Goiás. Now, the accusations against João Teixeira, I'm just going to call him Faria. I'm just going to call him John of God because this is all too much. I can't pronounce any of these names that he has, but let me continue. Known as John of God, were made Saturday night on the Global TV network. This is a publication from 2018. So not that long ago. Now, it was not immediately clear if John of God was being investigated by prosecutors. Now, in a statement to the GI News portal, John of God's press office said that he vehemently denies having committed any inappropriate behavior during his treatments. His faith-based healing skills drew the attention of the TV host Oprah Winfrey, who said on her website that she interviewed him at his clinic in 2013 and saw him performing psychic surgeries. Sounds like a whole load of BS and clearly a grift. Psychic surgeries, Oprah, really? That's your story, you're sticking to it. His website says that he has treated former U.S. President Bill Clinton and Brazil's ex-president as well, da Silva. So with that all being said, but hold on, that's not the one I want. Hold on, where's the one that talked about those 400 cases? Let me dig this up real quick. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Or 400 years. Directly before the arrival of John was 400 years of silence. What the? Oh, honey, I'm sorry. That's a Bible verse, honey. Excuse me. Hold on, honey. Hold on. I'm like, what? He either had 400 cases or he got 118 years. Here it is right here. Brazil faith healer sentenced to 118 years for R-wording people, okay? That sounds like Drake. Now, it says that he shot to international fame when U.S. TV star Oprah Winfrey profiled him in 2013. So with that all been said, that's how he got so popular. Because prior to that, he was just known around Brazil in that area. But Oprah catapulted him to fame and stardom when she brought him on her show. But hundreds of women later, I think it was like 400, hundreds of women later came forward alleging that he actually forced himself on them in order to cure them of ailments in cases dating back to 1973. Now, John of God was arrested in 2018. The self-described medium who denies the accusations had been under house arrest. Okay, now the state criminal court, Judge Marcos Bochat, sentenced him to prison to a term of 118 years, 6 months, and 15 days on charges of drape without the D, drape without the D via fraud, and drape without the D of a vulnerable individual, according to a document from the court. Now, the ruling grouped a total of 17 cases against John of God, who already had several criminal sentences against him. Now, the judge also ordered him to pay the victims damages of up to 100,000 reals, around 20,500. Now, the Barron's News Department was not involved in the creation of the content or whatever. Okay, so that all been said, there you have it. This man did all of this, and Oprah was around here praising him. I just want you all to pay attention. Now, she didn't say anything about that to my knowledge. I didn't hear her come out and denounce him, come out and go in on him, nor did I hear her ever say anything negative about Epstein or Weinstein. Have you? Have you all heard the same thing about them? No. Now, let's listen to a clip of her talking with John of God, or should I say John of the devil, John of Satan, when he was on her show on one occasion, because he was on there, I do believe, several times, because I've literally seen him on her show. That's how I even heard of him. Okay, so let me put this overlay up here. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
Happy Sunday, everybody. What do you life study, which I found fascinating, is that most people, 98% of the people who pray, have prayed for their family's well-being, which it means we're extending ourselves beyond ourselves and want, well-being for our families. 94% prayed for giving of thanks, strength or guidance in meeting a challenge, that was 92%, to ask forgiveness, 92%, personal peace, 87%, praising or expressing adoration of God. Now, have you found that have there been any scientific studies to the fact that if you give praise to the power that is, the absolute, as you call it, that power kind of likes that, like in the movie Color Purple, which I did almost 10 years ago, one of the lines was, God gets pissed if you don't notice the color purple. You can say pissed on TV, right, Sal? So what it's saying is that if you don't notice, if there is no adoration, no praise, then God says, well, what did I do all this for?
Well, there are studies that try to develop a psychological profile of successful prayers in the laboratory.
All right. So anyway, with that all been said, I think that was the wrong video, folks. Sorry. But nonetheless, I think that was the wrong video. Okay, but anyway, you get my point. She's always hanging out with these people who are less, than who have less moral fortitude, shall I say. But then she has people come on there and demonize Michael Jackson, and she's always so quick to go in on black men. I mean, look at her and K.O. King. Now, let's not forget that interview that she did with R. Kelly. Now, of course, R. Kelly is what he's been accused of, as far as I'm concerned. But nonetheless, where was the interviews for her talking about these other men, okay, that are not my skin tone? Her and K.O. King. I just have questions. I just have questions. Okay, so now with that all being said, speaking of R. Kelly, let's talk about him, because what I find interesting is this. Some of our people love to let the media tell them what to think and when to think it. It's real funny, because do you all ever think about that? It's like some of our people act like puppets. Some of our people allow the lamestream media to tell them what to think and when to think it. This is a fact. Now, I've told you all on several occasions that R. Kelly been doing dirt, and we've been knew about R. Kelly back in the 90s, okay? When he married Aaliyah under false pretenses with that fake birth certificate and all of that. All right, when we heard about that video of him and that girl, okay, and all of that. He had to go to court in his whole case. And also, I remember my own two cousins met R. Kelly in the Augusta Mall when they were teenagers. Okay, and they had stories to tell. Please pay attention. My own two cousins. I'm not going to say their names, but I remember them telling me that. Okay, back in our younger days. Not to mention, there was a girl here in Atlanta that was about 17 years old that claimed that he'd flown her out. It's on the radio talking about it. There was another girl who said she was Aaliyah's cousin. I don't know if she really was or not, but I remember she called the radio station and she said that Aaliyah was her cousin and that R. Kelly and Aaliyah had gotten married. Now, she said this before the news even hit the airwaves. So all I've said is people need to sit down somewhere because they, sit up here and act like when Surviving R. Kelly, when that documentary came out, now let's be mad at R. Kelly. Let's stop listening to his music. First of all, I'm not going to stop listening to his music. The music that he created are works of art, as far as I'm concerned, has nothing to do with his nefariousness. That's his God-given talent. Too bad he used it to commit devilry. But with that all being said, now you all knew R. Kelly was no good and low down and all of that, and people act so shocked and appalled. There's plenty of people that are low down and dirty, and we've known it for years, but some people didn't say anything. Let's talk about it. Because I know you all knew that R. Kelly was not any good when you saw this. Let me just roll the footage. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Is this it? Oh, Lord, don't tell me I didn't upload it. I didn't even upload it. I'm so mad. But nonetheless, at least I don't think I did. Hold on, let me see if this is it. Nope, that's not it. I have so many receipts, I can't keep them straight, beloveds. And it looks like I didn't. Hold on. Hold on just a second. I might have it on here still. Hold on, let me check real quick. Let me check real quick. See, this is why the queen needs an assistant. This is absolutely why right here. Okay, here it is. I'm going to have to show it to you in Canva. It's going to have to show it to you in Canva. Hold on, let me fix my microphone. Okay, here we go. Now let me show you all this.
America has waiting for y'all to come back to us. How's everything going? Things going pretty good. Yeah. Okay, let's clear something up because
Okay, let me figure out why it's not playing. Hold on. Hold on, beloved. Let me try this one more time. I don't know why it's stopping. Hold on.
America has been waiting for y'all to come back to us. How's everything going? Everything's going pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why it's stopping. It's annoying. Now, so let me say this. First of all, you all knew when he was messing around with Aaliyah, in which it was obvious this is prior to him marrying her illegally. Okay, this is when she was 15 years old when they went on that show. And we all should have known something was fishy because, first of all, when they asked Aaliyah for her age, what did she tell them? She basically said that her age was a secret. She wasn't going to tell. Now, first of all, you're a teenager. Why is your age a secret? I'm sorry. I just have questions. And then not to mention, remember that BET interview that he did once? He did that BET interview and said that the guy asked him, do you like young girls? Do you like teenage girls? And he said, first of all, what age we talking? What age are we talking? R. Kelly, really? Are you serious? What age are we talking? You all remember that? Why didn't he just say no? That was the dumbest thing ever. So we all knew what R. Kelly was doing before the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, but many of our people didn't seem to get upset or bothered until that documentary came out. Now I'm gonna need y'all to make that make sense. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't have been bothered, but I'm saying how come they weren't bothered before when we already knew these things? I have questions. Okay, here it is. I have it right here.
You know, America has been waiting for y'all to come back to us. How's everything going?
Everything's going pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, let's clear something up because you know I've been getting a rundown on the street. Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend or cousins or friends. let's just get the record straight.
I better go get me a white Jeep.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
Now, who found who?
In the whole wide world.
I found Leah. As a matter of fact, Barry Hankerson, my manager, who's her uncle, told me to go up to Detroit and hear her sing. Once I got up to Detroit, I didn't have to hear her sing because she was glowing. I knew she had it. As soon as she started singing, that verified it. And from there, we became here, and everything is all good.
Mm-hmm. Is Aaliyah your real name?
Aaliyah is my real name.
It's very unique. It's nice, though.
I think it's Muslim Arabic name.
Oh, all right.
Does
it, do you know the meaning, or does it have a meaning?
It means the highest, most exalted one, the best.
All right. There we go.
Cute.
Let everybody know. Can you say it one more time so we make sure we get this?
The highest, most exalted one, right?
The best.
The best.
Right.
Get it, y'all. Now, what does everybody call you? I know your name is Robert, but do they say, yo, Art, yo, Kelly, yo Robert, yo?
R. Kelly. Some call me Ark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making a
Art.
mistake. Right, Art. Yeah, but most people who know me call me Rob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, Aaliyah, I know you're a straight-A student. How do you mix with, studies and / artists?
Well, it's very hard to intertwine school with the career, but I do feel that education is number one. Cool. So I work hard at that, and I go to performing arts school, so they're very helpful. They've been very cooperative with me. DSA, everybody knows in Detroit. And my parents work with me, so they help me keep my grades up.
What do your parents think about your career?
They're very happy for me that, I finally got where I wanted to get. I've been working very hard, and they've been a great support. Since I was a little thing, used to run around and sing, and they've helped me. They've developed me.
Now, how do people around you act? I mean, you know how people say you've changed, and it's usually not you who've changed, but the people around you. Do you feel that kind of vibe going on?
Well, my friends at school, they've been supportive. They don't think I've changed any. They're the same. I'm the same. We're all the same.
That's cool, man.
Now, how is he to work with?
Rob is great to work with because really it's not like we work because we're like really close, so it's like just fun really. We just hang out, sing.
I don't ever remember working.
Yeah, it's just like fun.
It seems like you had a lot of fun recording your album, but is there any song on the album that is your baby that you like more than others?
At Your Best.
At Your Best.
At Your Best, You Are Loved.
And that's what we're going to peek at today, right?
That's right.
Why that song?
Because I love the Isley Brothers. And I really admire them. They're very unique. Their sound is very unique. You can tell the Isley Brothers song right off. And when he brought it to me, I just fell in love with it from the first time. So that's why I love it.
Where'd the title of the album come from?
She's running around the studio one day with her friends, talking a lot of smack. I'm like, age ain't nothing but a number, girl. I'm like, what you trying to say? So immediately I heard the song, you know, and I said, I called her back 15 minutes later, told her, check this out. So we cut the track right then and there.
And for the record, you are how old?
That's a secret.
Women doesn't disclose her age.
Keeping it under wraps.
That's right. So now y'all getting ready to set off this tour. And I want you to know I'm coming with you because I'm on the heavy D side, so we're going to set it off. Tell them about the tour, the package. I don't think everybody knows about it.
Well,
Well, first of all, there's going to be a lot of excitement. Heavy D, if I'm not mistaken, Warren G, Coolio, Aaliyah, myself.
It's going to be
the bomb.
Now, are you guys going to be a package on stage, or are you doing your thing and you're doing your thing?
I think I come off first.
Yeah, she's coming on first. Do her thing, I'm going to do my thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Leah, I know you like movies. That's what you do in your spare time?
Yep. Watch the movies. My favorite horror flicks like Silence of the Lambs. It's my favorite. All-time favorite. I like comedies, too.
Do you have any aspirations on...
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations on becoming an actress or maybe, you know, moving into film down the road?
Yeah, I would like to. The school I go to, of course, we deal in drama, dancing, everything. So I would like to do a little acting on the side.
Cool. Right. Well, let's check out this new video of yours, At Your Best. You Are Loved.
All right, so that was the most boring interview ever. The questions were terrible. Did you all notice that? It was just me. I mean, those questions were less than lackluster. They're asking R. Kelly, what does everyone call you? Clearly R. Kelly. That's what y'all called him when you introduced him. Pay attention. It's all crazy. That was the lamest, most wackest interview. I mean, the questions, like I said, were pitiful. Okay. Pennywise said his bald head was sweating. Yes, he clearly looked nervous. Okay. He looked very nervous. And now, see, you could tell something was going on. The way Aaliyah's demeanor was, she's talking about that's her best friend. And it's not like work. They're always having fun. Honey, what are you doing having fun with this grown man? At 15 years old, and he was 20, what? Like 26, 27, I do believe at the time. It's all crazy. And here's the thing I want y'all to pay attention to. Because do you ever notice how they say that these people are the mentors? How they said P. Diddy was Usher's mentor? How they said R. Kelly was Aaliyah's mentor? Do you all ever notice that kind of stuff? How Bishop T.D. Jakes, they said he was Prophet Manasseh's mentor? And then these grown people in the music industry specifically will have these younger people come and stay with them. What is Usher doing staying at Diddy's house when he's 10? What is he doing staying with him when he's 10? Why was Marcus Houston staying with Christopher Stokes when he was a kid, 13 years old? I think he was. Okay? This is how grooming starts. And what parent in their right good mind would allow their youth to go and live with somebody else? I don't care what kind of music you're doing, if you're making movies or none of that. You're not staying with nobody else but me. I'm your parent. That's crazy. Okay, that's absolutely crazy. Now, I'm not talking about Prophet Manasseh because he was in the church. That's different. Working under a pastor, you don't go live with them when you do that. But these people in Hollywood and in the music industry, they literally let their kids go live with these people. And I think that's absolutely crazy. Mentors, no. Sounds more like handlers to me. Sounds more like handlers. Now, when we all saw that video, and like I said, when we saw the video on the interview on BET, when R. Kelly was asked the question, does he like teenage girls? And he said, how old we talking? We should have all known then, not to mention that nefarious video that came out in the 90s. Okay, so stop. I'm going to need my people to please just stop. But hold on. Now let's talk about Tyler Perry, because Lord have mercy, Bishop Patrick Wooten has come out and called Tyler Perry a whole drag queen. He came out and said Tyler Perry done fooled us all. And that Tyler Perry ain't nothing but a drag queen, honey. When he's dressing up like Medea. Hold on. I'm going to play that in a minute because I found it all so nefarious. Please pay attention. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up my emails because he also went viral some time ago for going in on Beyonce. When Beyonce had that song out called Church Girl. So let's get into it. Bishop calls for a public denunciation by the church over Beyonce's new song, Church Girl. Labels it trash. Nobody respects the church, he said. Well, you know, I mean, clearly Bishop T.D. Jakes didn't have a problem with Beyonce in church because he had that guy that danced to the single ladies. They weren't at church, though. That was on his show, but nonetheless. He said Beyonce just released Sacrilege. Somebody sold their soul to the devil. This piece of trash that's been released, and this is a piece of trash that's been released, and she names it Church Girl. I thought to try to read the lyrics to you, but I struggle to even listen. That's what it said. This is all nefarious. Hold on. Hold on. This is all crazy. So he said, I struggle to even read them. He says, he called Beyonce's song Church Girl, which samples Twinkie Clark, trash. Twinkie Clark, he called it trash. And then said, if you're a spiritual person, do you find this song offensive? I tried to read the lyrics to you, but I struggle to listen to them. It's too bad. It would be a desecration if it was read. And so anyway, let's go to the footage of him going in on Tyler Perry about being a whole drag queen is what he said. I think drag queens are entertaining. Quite frankly, I love RuPaul. But anyway, I digress.
She'll be pushing it right the next time. Oprah gonna make another movie. She'll be pushing it. Her, Tyler Perry, all of them. Tyler Perry fooled the whole black community. He got us to do what RuPaul couldn't get us to do. He got us to do what no one else, and he came up with an ingenious way to do it. He and he alone got black folk to accept drag. And you know how he did it? He did it through laughter, through humor. He got us to accept drag queens. That's all Madea is a drag queen. So, and you know what he did? He went to churches. He went to churches, went to a place where he could go where you could almost guarantee folk ain't gonna be thinking. There won't reason, there won't nobody say, wait a minute. This man can't find an overweight black woman? To play that part, you can't find a fat sister in the black church? You got to pretend to be her? You can look at it, you can blindfold yourself and look in any direction and find a Madea. But through laughter, we let our guard down and made him a billionaire. And through the devil learning how to manipulate our emotions and make us feel something, and we're beginning to put our color ahead of our religion. Satan is trying to creep in that way.
Okay, so you all heard what he said. What do you all think? You think Tyler Perry fooled us? Truth No TV said he dissed the overweight black women in the process. Samantha Ford said this is true. Denise said not one lie told. Halle Berry said that's the only thing they will let black people, where'd they go? Let black people produce. Miss Davis said Jay-Z and Foxy Brown knew to laugh when they asked her if they were messing around. Okay. And so anyway, I find it also hilarious. Tyler's playing his mama. Who could play his mama better than him, says Andrea. Okay, Desmond. Hold on. My moderator's telling me to check my email, honey. This better be good, honey. This better be good. Okay? Hold on, beloveds. This is all nefarious. Uh-oh. This ain't good, beloveds. Child, listen to this. It says T.I. and Tiny sued. Woman claims spiked drink led to hotel assaults. This is all crazy. We're about to get into this. But hold on, honey. Hold on. This is all nefarious. Give me just a second. Say it ain't so. Thanks, Desmond. Okay, so now I got to change my thumbnail real quick. This is all crazy. If it isn't one thing, it's another. Like I told you all yesterday, who is next? Okay, who is next? Now, while I'm changing this thumbnail, I'm going to let you guys listen to Prophet Manasseh. Prophet Manasseh finally said T.D. Jakes' name. All right, finally said his name. All right, so not just Larry Reed said it, but Prophet Manasseh finally said it himself. So I'm going to put this up on the screen.
Exposing this, or why are you putting this out? You're hurting the body of Christ. And people fail to realize that when God is ready to bring cleansing and healing to his body or the body of Christ, it starts with exposure. I'm reminded in the scripture where the prophet sees David, and David has been doing some things that has not been right. And the prophet comes to expose it. And David has such a spirit of pride on him. And we're seeing this with bishops and leadership that become so prideful. And one of the signs of pride is that it is something that when it begins to start having, that God says, I can forgive everything else. I can forgive you for this. I can forgive that. But one thing that cannot stand in the presence of the Lord is that spirit of pride. And people that have been around leadership, bishops, pastors that have had that spirit of arrogance and pride where they think that they're above the law or above the word, God is going to bring them down. When the prophet comes and tells David what he's done, David, narcissistic behavior, is not able to see himself. And one of the key things with predators are that they're narcissists. They always make everything about themselves. They will make a performance. They'll make it seem like it's always about them. They'll make it seem everything will always come and be about them. It's very difficult to talk about because especially around the holiday season, narcissists hate that because it's a time that the spotlight's not on them. And so they want everything to be about them. And so when I see the response of certain people or the response that people are making, or even the response of TD, you see the narcissistic behavior, and people who do not know him, it'll go over their head. But people who are sensitive to the spirit, or people that have studied psychology or psychotherapy, you see it right away. I believe that God is exposing because it is not about bringing any person down. It is about bringing repentance. If David never got exposed, we would not have Psalms 51. And that's the beauty of Psalms 51. It comes out of David's pain and out of his repentance. And you cannot have repentance until you have confession. So it's not just, if I did this, I can just repent and God will forgive me. No, we have to confess and then we repent. And repentance is not just all I have to do is say or just repent. Repentance means changing of your ways. I'm about to go see my psychotherapist, and I'm going to be interviewing a psychiatrist. And I've been going through some of my messages. It's been very difficult and very emotionally draining for me. I didn't even know that I realized that I had some of these latent emotions, you know, and people who have experienced abuse or predatory behavior or any types of violation or inappropriate or harassment, you don't realize it until you take a step back, you know. I'm going to be going through some of the messages that TD sent to me, and this has been a very hard emotional journey for me, but I feel like it's liberating other people, and that's what ministry is about. I'm going to take you to be a part of the journey. I'm going to take you to some of my sessions, and I believe that this will help to bring healing to other people that have been affected by people in positions of power. This is not about exposing a person or bringing someone down, but this is about bringing healing to the body of Christ.
Well, so he finally said the name for anybody who had questions. All right, so now let's talk about the nefariousness of it all. The nefariousness of it all, honey. They got T.I. and Tiny involved in the mess. So here's what they're saying, and this was reported by TMZ. This is breaking news. Shout out to Desmond for sending it. T.I. and Tiny sued. Woman claims they spiked a spiked drink led to hotel sexual assault. So T.I. and Tiny Harris are accused of drugging a woman they met at a nightclub and then taking her to their hotel for a threesome. And this is according to the lawsuit the woman's now filed against the couple. Now, the plaintiffs, who filed as a Jane Doe, says she was enlisted in the U.S. Air Force and stationed in L.A. in or around 2005 when she and a friend went to a party at Coolio's home and met a guy who went by Caviar, whom they allege worked for T.I. and Tiny. Now, in the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the plaintiff says T.I. and Tiny no-showed at the party, but Caviar told her they would be at an LA nightclub the next night. And that's when they all met in the VIP section. So the woman says she ordered 2 amaretto sours on her own before Tiny allegedly handed her another drink, one from which she never saw Tiny sip, and which the woman also shared with her friend. When T.I. decided to leave the club, the woman claims he asked her to ride with Tiny and him. Now, while her friend would ride with Caviar, who said they were all going to the same place. But that's not how it played out. Allegedly, according to the suit, the woman says 2 other women that she didn't know got into the SUV with Tiny, T.I., and herself. And all 5 of them ended up in a hotel room. But Tiny kicked out the other 2 women because one was flirting too much with T.I. Once it was just the 3 of them, she alleges Tiny took her to the bathroom where she took off both of their clothes, and then a naked T.I. joined them, and they all got into the shower. Girl, this doesn't sound like no assault. This sounds like you were a willing participant thus far, but let me continue because I wasn't there. Afterwards, because you're going to let somebody take off your clothes? Okay, yeah. So afterwards, she claims she was starting to feel lightheaded and extremely dizzy, and T.I. told her to go to the bed while he watched some porn. She alleges he handed her massage oil and demanded she give him a rub down, honey. Eventually, Tiny joined them and allegedly pinned the woman on her stomach and began rubbing and grinding her nude body on the plaintiff. It's all nefarious. I shouldn't be listening to such things, but let me continue. While that was happening, she alleges that T.I. did the do. I'm not going to say what they have here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yes, I will. She alleges that T.I. penetrated her VJ with his toe. And she told him no, as she tried to push him away. His toe? But let me continue. According to the suit, he got up and said he was going to get a condom. But the plaintiff says she went to the bathroom to vomit. She claims T.I. mockingly laughed at her and said, "Are you all right? Looks like you in last place." Shortly thereafter, she says she passed out until the next morning. When a security guard woke her up, she claims her VJ was in serious pain, itching and burning. But the security guard told told her she had to go and escorted her out while T.I. and Tiny were still asleep in the bed. She's suing the Harrises for sexual battery, assault, negligence, and false imprisonment. By the way, the plaintiff says she's filing the suit now due to California's Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act, which opened a year-long window for the revival of claims where the statute of limitations would otherwise be run. Now, a lawyer for T.I. and Tiny tells TMZ not only are the claims bogus, but they missed the deadline to file the lawsuit. That is all nefarious. What do y'all have to say about it? What do you all have to say about this? Sandra said that she's ex-military. I mean, really, okay? TP Judah Lyons said, did the hotel have cameras? Oh, hell no, said rubber band man with a toe fungus. Don't start, okay? This just sounds like some BS. Alice said bull. I'm calling bull too, and I don't believe it. Okay? I don't believe it. Timber Dan said, so far, this sounds like a night of regret. Not SA, but I could be wrong. Again, I could be wrong. Listen, it just sounds like she was a willing participant as far as I'm concerned, because you said, lady, that you went to the hotel with them and you got in there. Tiny took off both your clothes, yours and hers, and then you got into the shower. I'm sorry, where's the assaults? And how is she saying false imprisonment when no one made her stay there? And if she felt like they put something in her drink, why didn't she go and get tested, get a toxicology report done the next day? I have several questions. These people need to sit down somewhere. Let me tell y'all something. A whole lot of this stuff going on is nothing but money grabs. Now, I'm not saying they're all money grabs, because clearly some of them have receipts, but some of this stuff is all just lies and BS, in my opinion, of course. Nessa G says, sounds like the previous person who filed a lawsuit against them. Exactly. That is what it sounds like. And they're probably banking on the fact that that's going to make this seem more valid. It doesn't. It doesn't. Hey, Reggie, this is all crazy. Juju said exactly. Miss Cookie said, looking for a bag. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. People need to sit down. Now, this is getting out of hand. See, now this stuff is starting to get on my nerves. All these people out here just filing lawsuits. Some of these people are clearly lying. Like the lady with Jamie Foxx, I don't believe a word of it. I think she's absolutely lying. Okay, the lady with Jermaine Jackson, I don't believe her. She couldn't even give us a specific time and day that it happened. And then she said she went to Barry Gordon, but not the police. You told Barry Gordon, but not your husband. Because remember, she said she was married. She said that her husband was working with Barry Gordon. So why, oh, why would you go and tell Barry Gordon and not your husband? Or you and your husband go and talk to Barry Gordon. And then the police. And she said she's permanently disabled. Now, what I need to see is how long they've been on disability. These two women, the one with Jamie and the one with Jermaine Jackson, okay? Because if they're permanently disabled, you should have paperwork, and you should not have been working at any job since then, because permanently disabled people do not work. I have questions. James said, remember when Tasha had interviewed Sabrina Peterson 2 years ago? It's given Sabrina. Okay, so all sounds like lies to me. Raina says, these allegations sound very suspicious, Queen. Yes, they do, beloved. Obsidian Blade said, you think ATL is bad? I had stories, Hunty. Not ATL. Okay. Uma Radio says, no one is fooled. Everyone knows what's going on, but we are honest enough to own it. Exactly. Exactly. So this is all crazy. Hold on, honey, because somebody said T-Pain, what now? T-Pain and his wife might be next. Tiana Taylor and her ex might be hit with charges too. People need to stop with these drunk blackout threesome freak-offs. Alexa, play that song by Adina Howard. I'll be your freak in the morning. What was the name of that song? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Woo, honey, it's all going down, okay? This is all crazy. Elaine said, if she wasn't down, why did she go to the hotel room? Exactly. Now, she's trying to, now it just came to me. It just came to me why she's trying to say false imprisonment. You see, false imprisonment is where you hold someone somewhere, right? So she's trying to say that it is false imprisonment, in my opinion, because she said that they got in the car with them and they were all supposed to be going to the same place, but they didn't go there. They ended up at a hotel, as if they took her somewhere against her wishes. But if they did, lady, why, oh, why didn't you just get out of the car and catch you a cab or whatever, call someone and go elsewhere? But you went into that hotel with them and into that room with them and into that shower with them, according to your own words. Let me tell y'all something, honey. I need to go get my law degree. I need to go get my law degree, honey, because I will go in on these people doing cross-examination, because these people are full of shites. Okay? They are full of shites. Michael M. says Tyler Perry found a creative way to do his initiation. You know what? That's a thought. Now, I'm not saying this is true, but what I'm saying is the initiation. You know, when they say the men have to wear a dress, Michael said Tyler found a creative way to do it. Yeah, you know, that's what some of them have done. I don't know about Tyler Perry, because when he started doing Medea, he wasn't really anybody at the time. But that's what some of these people be doing. They be finding slick little ways to try to pull it off. But I always notice anyway, they can sit down somewhere. Alice said, Alexa, play Friday Night. Just got paid. Re-educated Soul said that's something to think about. This is all crazy, but let me continue. Let me continue. So this young man asked a question that I didn't have the answer for, and here's what he wanted to know. Pay attention.
Island list come out. What the fuck is y'all gonna do? Whenever this Epstein Island list come out, what the fuck is y'all gonna do? Like, is y'all gonna start supporting these people, companies and businesses and all these products that y'all got in the house that y'all know, people who own it and the CEOs over these companies and etc, or the people who's on this list? What the fuck are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do when y'all figure out it's whenever this Epstein Island list?
I don't have answers, sir. All I can tell you is when the list comes out, I'm going live. That's as far as I've thought ahead. He's asking a good question, honey, but I don't have any answers as of yet. I don't have any answers as of yet. The only thing I've been thinking about is the list, not what I'm going to do after it comes out. I had not planned that far ahead, sir. But let me continue. Now, so let's talk about Young Thug. I forgot to put him in the thumbnail. But let's talk about Young Thug and this YSL RICO trial. Now, this is day 12. And they started back yesterday. Young Thug, YSL RICO trial, day 12. Former security guard denies writing incriminating report. Now, the trial of rapper Young Thug and his YSL co-defendants has resumed after a 3-week delay due to a stabbing of Shannon Stillwell, one of the defendants, and this happened at the Fulton County Jail. Court began Tuesday with former Perimeter Mall security guard Dwight Hutchins taking the stand. His testimony was in reference to Act 51 of the indictment, which revolved around a 2015 incident at the mall, which prosecutors say began when Young Thug and several others were escorted out of the mall for riding hoverboards. Now, prosecutors allege that while in the car, Young Thug, whose given name is Jeffrey Williams, allegedly threatened to shoot security guard Christopher May in the face. On that stand, Hutchins claimed that he did not think he wrote the report. He says, I don't remember writing this statement at all. There are some things wrong with it, said Hutchins. He questioned the signature. Now, didn't I tell y'all they're up to some shady stuff? See, they're trying to railroad Young Thug. And this is what I want you all to pay attention to. I do believe, and it's my opinion, I've said this before, that I think they're trying to railroad them. Using rap lyrics that is nothing more than artistic creativity against you. Who's next if they get away with it? Okay? Who is next? I have questions. Now, they want to sit up here and they want to come up with all this BS about Young Thug due to his lyrics. But it's taken us 3 years plus, probably about 5, because didn't Epstein get arrested in 2018, I want to say, but it's taken all this time for them to even mention bringing out that list. I just want you all to pay attention. It still isn't out yet. Now, goes on to say, he also questioned the signature. He said, it looks like mine, but it's not mine. Now, he also said that he never heard the alleged threats when the men were leaving. All I heard, like I said, was a lot of profanity. Richard Randolph, Executive Deputy Chief Investigator with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, testified about his visit with Hutchins back in December when he met with him ahead of his court appearance. He says, I was using my phone, so I blew up the bottom portion to show the signature. This is what he recalled. And when Mr. Hutchins said, yes, it was, and then I proceeded to read the statement to him. Hutchins told prosecutors the image was small and hard to read on Randolph's phone during the visit. Now, Randolph confirmed Hutchins did not remember any type of threat from the incident. He told me that he was okay with it. This is what Randolph said of the personal statement. Randolph then explained the one exception, that he remembered everything verbatim except the last lines of the statement. The last lines of the statement accused Williams of making the violent threat. And so this is all crazy. Now, Shannon Stillwell, that's the one that got stabbed, spent the last 3 weeks recovering from the stabbing, which happened after court had wrapped up on December the 10th of 2023. According to the Fulton County Sheriff's Office, Stillwell was stabbed by another inmate, Willie Brown. And this was during a fight between the two men who were housed at the same zone. Now, the cause of the fight wasn't known. Brown was initially arrested by the East Point Police Department in July of 2020 on several charges, including aggravated assault, murder, and cruelty to children, and it's being held without bond. Now, a spokesperson for the Sheriff's Office told Fox 5 Stillwell would be placed appropriately following the incident, but could not explain exactly what that meant. Fulton County Superior Court Chief Judge Uriel Glanville dismissed court the following day, but it was clear it would take longer for Stillwell to be well enough to participate in its own defense. Now, Glanville told the jury that given the length of time it may take for officials to address the situation, it might be more prudent to recess you for the holidays as of December the 12th of 2023. So this is all crazy. Prosecutors say Young Thug and 2 other people co-founded a violent street gang in 2012 called Young Slime Life, or YSL, which they said is associated with the National Bloods gang. The indictment says Young Thug made YSL a well-known name by referring to it in all of his songs and on social media. In addition to specific charges, the August indictment includes a wide-ranging list of 191 acts that prosecutors say were committed between 2013 and 2022 as part of the alleged conspiracy to further the gang's interests. Included in the list is an allegation that Young Thug threatened in July 2015 to shoot a security guard who was trying to get him to leave the Atlanta area mall. The indictment also said Young Thug rented a silver Infiniti sedan that was used in the killing of a rival gang member, and on numerous occasions, he and others are alleged to have possessed various illegal drugs that they intended to distribute. So, what do you all think about this? Because I have questions. Hold on, I'm going to go to the footage. At the end of the day, I think it's all a load of BS. That's just my opinion. I don't think they have enough evidence. I think they're trying to manufacture stuff. That's just me.
For Young Thug and his defendants has resumed. The delays come from the stabbing of co-defendant Shannon Stillwell at the Fulton County Jail and the holidays. Fox 5's Brittany Edney live at the live desk tonight with developments from this high-profile trial.
Well, there was some very interesting testimony coming out of court today, and it really seemed to take the prosecutors by surprise when one of their own witnesses, a former security guard, claims he doesn't remember writing a report nor does he believe it's his signature at the bottom.
With each of the individuals who wrote their signature.
The Young Thug trial resumed Tuesday with former Perimeter Mall security guard Dwight Hutchins taking the stand, his identity protected. He was asked about Act 51 of the indictment, a 2015 incident at the mall which prosecutors say began when Young Thug and several others were escorted out for riding hoverboards. Then, while in a car, defendant Jeffrey Williams allegedly threatened to shoot security guard Christopher May in the face. But Hutchins claims he doesn't think he wrote this report that details the incident and questions the signature.
I don't remember providing this statement at all. There's some things wrong with it.
Nor did he hear the alleged threat when the men were leaving.
All I heard, like I said, was a lot of profanity.
Richard Randolph with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office testified about his visit with Hutchins back in December.
And I was using my phone, so I blew up the bottom portion where the signature. And I asked, "Is this your signature?" And Mr. Hutchins said, "Yes." And then I proceeded to read the statement to him. And he told me that he was okay with, he remembered everything verbatim except the last lines of the statement.
And just to note, that last line of the statement, that's the part that included the alleged verbal threat. We'll have more from the trial coming up in the next hour. But now, at the live desk, I'm Brittany Edney, Fox 5 News.
All right. Oh, goodness, Ray Bo said, look at his name. The name alone, Young Thug. Please, that ain't nobody I want my sons looking up to. Well, I agree. I feel like people's children shouldn't look up to any of these rappers, okay? Children should be looking up to their parents and people who are productive citizens. And I'm not saying that some rappers aren't, but they should be looking up to people who are doing other things, okay? Not caught up in music. The end of the day. And speaking of that, we're going to talk about it on the next live. I'm going live at 1 o'clock on the other channel. On the backup channel, Queen Ahmadiyya TV show. We got to talk about this porn star, okay, that has HIV. Said he's not spreading it, but he's doing porn. Pay attention. Okay, we got to talk about that. We got a lot of things to talk about, and it's all nefarious. Pay attention. So anyway, speaking of nefarious, let's look at this church. This church in Atlanta on New Year's Eve was playing Walk It Out. Hold on. I did turn the volume. I did remove the volume so I don't get any copyright issues. Hold on. The preacher up there dancing. I'm trying to figure out the name of it. The Dream Center Church. That's it. So let's talk about it. I mean, they were swag surfing, baby. Pay attention. And so they say, on January the 2nd, video surfaced of the Dream Center Church of Atlanta, attendees getting down to some Black culture classics. The clips quickly picked up steam across platforms. On the Shade Room's Instagram feed, there was a repost of the lit night, garnered over 20,000 comments and more than 3 million views. So what exactly made the post go viral? Maybe it was the fact that the church leaders were hyping up the music on the stage, or the crowd seemingly enjoying the family reunion type atmosphere. For context, the church's New Year's Eve celebration included blasting songs like Unk's Walk It Out and Lil Wayne's Swag Surf. Pay attention. All right. So anyway, let me just play the video. Like I said, I took out the music, honey. So you all can imagine the music in your minds as you watch them get down with the get down. Black people know y'all be doing too much. Courtney J said, I can twerk in the comfort of my own home, okay? Black people know y'all be doing too much, okay? Y'all stay on extra at the end of the day. TP Judah said, so much for the Holy Ghost. Bithy, I said ridiculous. Ridiculous and low down. Church, you say? Stacy said, where's the gospel strippers? Hannah said, they all gonna get swallowed up. The real China doll said they were shucking and jiving. Sarah said, dropping it low to the floor for ball because y'all wasn't in that foolishness. But hold on. It's not just them. Pay attention. Y'all haven't seen this. Hold on.
So loud, I'm singing. They're hoping that they're gonna catch me riding dirty. Trying to get you 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 riding dirty.
Oh, I'm sorry. They weren't finished. Hold on. This is all nefarious, honey. Pay attention. What does church come to? Watch this.
Hey, all right now, fellows. Now, what's cooler than being cool? I can't hear you. I said, what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. All right. Okay, now, ladies.
Yes?
Now, we are going to break this thing down in just a few seconds. Now, don't have me break this thing down for nothing. Here we go. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Don't you wish your girlfriend was fun like me? Don't you? Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
Somebody said songs from the crypt. Cancer 2184 said, not Sister Act 3. Y'all need to sit all the way down. Anyway, without further ado, this is all crazy. Needles and Mike's World said, I just fell off my couch. This is all crazy. Okay, so I'm just saying the people at the Dream Center Church weren't the only ones getting down with the get down. Saladin said, just put them in shady pants too, Queen. Anyway, with that all being said, I'm about to conclude this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in once again. Please like and share. Please like and share. Okay, so listen, I'm going to be live, like I said, at 1 o'clock on the other channel. Make it 1:15 because y'all know I'm always late. So I'm going to be on the backup channel, Queen Shakur TV. I'm going to be live on there. We got to talk about some things, okay? It's going to be juicy. Y'all don't want to miss it. All right. And so anyway, beloveds, enjoy the rest of this day. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor. Sold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now.
That's
See
right.
a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy.
Real slick.
I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in.
Hey, hold on. I almost forgot something. Did I even talk about Jada and Will? Oh, Lord. I forgot to talk. Hold on. I forgot to talk about Jada and Will. I forgot to talk about Jada and Will. Did I talk about them? Everybody's saying no. Okay, yeah, so I didn't talk about them. Okay, so let me get into it. I'm sorry. I forgot. Okay. I just happened to look down at my phone. Okay, so let me put an overlay on the screen. I don't think I have an overlay for this, but hold on. I'm just going to play the audio. Now, this is from an interview that Brother Belial did with somebody, not Tasha K, but somebody else. Okay, so I'm going to play some excerpts from there. Please pay attention, honey. I almost forgot.
The Breakfast Club, and she called me an extortionist, a liar, and a guy who, shook them down twice. And there's no proof of that. She said she was going to sue me, Andy. To this day, there's been no lawsuit. She said she was going to sue me expeditially. It's actionable, meaning that it may be a lawsuit tomorrow, right? Still today is nothing. So what I said on Tasha K's show was, in 2 weeks, and now it might be 3 weeks because of the holiday. I didn't think about that. But come January, I'm naming names. Come January, it's on. Come in January, I'm giving you more of what you want, Andy, and I'll be happy to come back, because by that time, other people will have seen, damn, well, she's not suing. And since she hasn't sued, now all these other platforms want me to come on their show, the bigger platforms, the more credible platforms, right? So I say all this to say that now the war begins. I say all this to say that this woman, we can now say that she's a liar. And then if she sues me, she knows what's going to happen. But ironically, and I know I'm short on time, but I will say this to you, Andy. I was kind of worried that they were going to sue, right? Because I hadn't hidden my assets yet, right? And, I'm flicking through YouTube, and I come across your platform. And I believe the guy named was Chris. He's an attorney in Los Angeles.
Christopher Melcher,
right?
he's awesome. Yeah.
Right. So, and after I watched YouTube, it was going to be when I called my lawyer and say, how do we prepare for this? So I watched this guy, Chris, on your platform, who's the attorney. And when he broke down everything,
he was like,
I got a great New Year's gift for him. Because he saved me so just to get my
look at his reaction. Here it is, guys. I mean, I'm no lawyer. Look at that seems to not help the defamatory case, does it, Christopher? No. To admit, one, it didn't faze them. Two, it's funny. Here's a public, the Breakfast Club, all laughing. Clearly, it's not affecting his business because, dust dirt off our shoulder. Does this help the case?
It is devastating, and if Will Smith is really planning on suing and really bothered by this statement, he should be very upset at Jada because she has absolutely destroyed whatever chances he had of bringing a case.
And again, his point, and you guys can go watch it again, but his point was just like the fact that you have to show damage, right? You have to show damage. And literally, she admits there's no damage. She's like, no one believes this guy. We're laughing about it, and all that puts this issue of defamation out. Now, I don't know if you signed an NDA. There may be other things that are up, but you haven't signed an NDA, I guess, just to clarify.
No, of course I don't have an NDA. Of course, because I have assets. You know what I'm saying? So I got assets. I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to put my assets in jeopardy, right? But after talking to my lawyer the other day, we're leaving my assets not in a trust or nothing. We leave them wide open so that it's worth Jada to come sue. It's very well worth it, right? Because we want you to sue.
Okay, I'm fast forwarding.
Fetishes, but you got to imagine this woman is a sexual deviant, right? This woman has sexual proclivities that people can't even imagine, right? So I can't just come out and just say, oh, this. You got to take this in degrees. And my end game is, number one, that everybody Jada hurt is to be made whole, period. And there should be apologies made, sincere apologies made. And then, Jada, you should go somewhere and get a lot of help. So much help. Because how are you on the Red Table Talk, which Facebook ended up canceling, right? How are you there trying to be a guru, right? How are you trying to be this person that is that beacon of light that's giving great information, and you out here, you know what you're doing to people, Jada. And like I say, if Andy will have me back as other people are having me back, I'm getting more into that because I need to understand how Facebook even allowed you to present yourself as some damn guru, and you got all this stuff going on in your life.
I was going to say, I could argue that her sex life isn't in my business. Like, I don't care how weird it is. But what I won't argue about is the fact that on her table talk, she's got her kids there. And she's opening up about these weird details with Willow and Jaden and revealing such weird, explicit things that's just nobody's damn business. And sure, they might just have turned adult, but it feels creepy. And then you got the August Alsina thing, which was, he was a friend of Jaden, right? That she's sleeping around with. I mean, I just want to, and I know you're going to come back with more, and if the audience wants you, we'll have you back, of course. But is there a pattern there? Can you at least tease a little bit of just like, is that something, was that a one-off, or is that the type of stuff you're talking about? Because I don't care about her fetishes, but if she's got a fetish of being with her kids' friends, well then yes, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, is it serious like that?
Well, yes, it is. It's not a one-off. She's been intimate with other friends of Jaden, right? This is factual. There's no way anybody that took ecstasy, right? Anybody that took ecstasy know what it does to you and how sexually it just sexually charges you from 1 to 100. And your husband's away, right? And also this is their business, right? But I gotta say this too. Will is under the understanding and okay with him and Jada bringing other people into their bedroom long as Will is present. I know this for a fact, right? Now, Will's problem is when Jada does things on her own. That's Will's biggest problem because I can definitely tell you Will, August Alsina, and Jada have been together sexually all at once before, right? So this is factual. But Will's problem and what hurts Will is Jada is breaking their understanding. And their understanding was if we were going to bring other people in, that we would do it collectively. And these are celebrities, these are influencers, these are a lot of people that you're going to know that have that done this together with Will and Jada. So Will is a hurt pup, not because she's being with other people. She's being with other people without Will being present, and that was their arrangement.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. It's all nefarious. Now, you heard he said Will and Jada have been with August Alsina at the same time, allegedly. So I have questions. That was Brother Bilal talking. He went viral when Tasha K interviewed him first. Now he's on this other guy's show. What's the name of the show? Popcorn Planet. All right, so with that all been said, thank you all for tuning in, beloved. Okay, everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until next time, I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.
Hit him with that flavor. Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got